Alright, and now we're going to move on to the best part, the pasta sauce. You're going to want to start by braising the meat just a little bit. First put in a little bit of olive oil. It'll help to keep the meat from sticking to the pan. And then we have here seasoned pork ribs. We'll add a little more seasoning as we go, but you want to start out with it prepped. So go ahead and place the ribs in there. You don't want them to cook all the way through, you just want them braised. So make sure you're moving around, don't want to brown too much. This is just to help start to bring out the flavor. So move it around. Make sure they just brown on the edges, just like that. They already smell great. It's going to be really good sauce. Alright, it's starting to look good. Once you have a little bit of braising, just take them back out, put them back in your bowl, and you'll be coming back to these later. Alright, and we do not have one meat, but two. The next are meatballs. Preformed already. You just want to brown these also. The browning helps bring out the meat's flavor for later on, but we'll come back to cooking them at the end of the preparation. So place them all in there. Be gentle because you don't want them to fall apart. And just move them around a little bit to keep it brown. My mom used to make these for me when I was a little girl, and it's still one of my favorite foods. So make sure they're good and browned on all sides, and when they're ready, go ahead and pull them right back out, put them back on the plate, and we will be ready to start with the base. These look great, don't they? Alright, so what would an Italian pasta sauce be without garlic? And onions. Already got them chopped here, luckily. Hopefully you guys have helpers in the kitchen too. Perfect. Alright, and then you want to start browning them right away. Just move them around. Don't let it burn. Just keep it going. It smells great. It's really good. Alright, and then we add our first sauce, which is tomato paste, actually. Should be about this much. You just want to spread the paste inside the onion and the garlic. Don't forget to keep the garlic moving. Again, you don't want it to burn. You just want to brown it. And then there you go. Starting to get together. That smells great. I wish you could be here. Alright, and next, of course, Italian sauce. You have to throw in wine, right? You want to put about 2 cups in. That should be about half a bottle. So be liberal. Go ahead and dump it in there. Perfect. A little there and a little for me. That's great. Maybe a little more. Wonderful. Okay, and now we have sauce. Again, stir it right in. Just make sure you're not letting anything sit for too long. Keep it moving. Perfect. There we go. Stir it in. Make sure it's nice and blended. And you kind of want to be aware of how you're layering this. So a little bit of seasoning as you go is for the best. Season to taste. It's your food. Little basil here. There we go. And stir it again. Oh, that garlic's starting to melt. Perfect. Alright, and now for the authentic taste, you want to add the whole Italian tomatoes. They're whole in the can, but you kind of want to break them up as you put them in because it helps with the sauce. So just squeeze them a little and set them down. Keep it inside the pan and it'll splash all over you. Just like that. Perfect. This is really coming together. Oh my gosh, this smells great. Alright, a little more basil, and then we put the meat back in. So, back to the braised pork ribs. Set them in gently, make sure not to splash it up on yourself. Just like that. And then, final touch, you add the browned meatballs. There we go. So, okay, now guys, the rest is easy. Just let it simmer a couple hours and enjoy. This has been another episode of Cooking with Kayden. Bon appetit.
And cut! Great job, everybody. Let's wrap it out.
Want to come have a taste?
Great job, girl. Another home run.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. You're the best.
You know we're wrapped. You can start being my friend and stop being the production manager now.
Yeah, but a production manager pays a lot more.
God, I just want one more season. I know I can make the show fly.
I know you can. We'll get it. And by the way, the sauce looks fantastic.
Thanks.
I'll stop by tomorrow, all right?
Yeah.
So, babe?
Awesome.
How is it, babe?
Need some pepper, but it's good. It's good.
Good. So, Manuel called me last night.
Yeah, figured he would. God, I love this show. I don't want to lose it.
So, don't. I mean, all we gotta do is get the ratings up.
Oh, is that it?
I mean, it can't be that hard. Even that idiot Jimmy Fires has his own successful cooking show.
Yeah, but he's gay. All the gay guys like him, and all the women like him. And he even burns everything.
Damn, why couldn't you have been born a fag?
I know, right?
There's gotta be something we can do.
Well, there's one thing.
Nothing.
And now we're going to make a little dish I like to call kosher de pollo sexy. So, you're going to start with a chicken leg. You're going to want to season it on both sides before you do anything else. So I have here garlic powder. Sprinkle it on. A little salt. Same thing, cover the whole surface. And pepper. Perfect. And then you flip it over. And same thing on the other side. Garlic powder. Salt, and a sprinkling of pepper. Alright, and now you want to heat your pan up. This size here should do the trick. Same as last week, put a little olive oil on the bottom. That'll keep anything from sticking. And then, same as last week, we put the meat in first. You want to put the meaty side down. Perfect. When you hear that noise, you know it's right. And then you're going to let it brown on both sides. And it'll help bring out the flavor as we go. So keep an eye on it. You don't want it to get too out of control. And then when it's good and brown on one side, flip it over. Perfect. Same thing here. You know, this recipe is from a really, really gorgeous Italian man I used to know. And I'm pretty sure no one else has ever made it before. Alright, there we go. So take the leg out. Like that. We'll come right back to that. And then we're going to get our base going. We have onions. Cover the surface of the pan with that. Good. And garlic, as always. There you go. Stir it around a little bit. Alright, and now we're ready for our sauce. You know, sometimes this weather gets really hot, and you ladies might like some advice on how to combat that heat in the kitchen. And, you know, here it is. Okay, you want to grab your white wine. This is going to help deglaze everything. And then I have here some chicken broth. There we go. And now is the perfect time to add your rosemary and your thyme. Alright, and then the last ingredient, tomato sauce. Pour it all in. Chicken breast is not going to fit in here without overflowing. And then you are ready for your chicken leg. Just like that. Cover and simmer for 20 minutes. The finished product will look just like this. Alright guys, this has been another episode of Cooking with Kayden. Bon appetit.
Oh my god, and did you see their faces?
I know, right? Scallops, $21.99 a pound. Red wine, $45 a bottle. Watching my crew's faces while they drooled over my half-naked body, priceless.
Priceless.
Cheers to that. Speaking of priceless, what happened to you and Eric?
Ugh, I'll never tell.
Mm.
But what are you planning on doing for next week's show?
I'll never tell. Alright, so this is the pasta part of the dish, but before we finish the very last part, I brought in a special guest. Wanna come in here, boy? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the world-renowned adult film star, Nacho Vidal.
Hello, everybody. It's getting hot here. It's so hot in that place.
He's from Spain.
I am from Spain.
Yeah, they like that.
It's so hot here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. You want to do a little twirl for me right now?
I want to cook for you something.
Okay, well here's an apron.
Yeah, better.
Better.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, what I have to top this pasta are scallops. Do you know how to cook scallops?
If I know how to cook scallops?
You can cook scallops?
If I know how to cook scallops? Of course not! But I'm going to cook scallops for you. I'm going to
really?
do my best. Yeah.
Do you think you can cook scallops better than I can cook scallops?
I can cook eggs, and I can try to cook scallops for you if you give me a present after that.
Okay. That seems like a fair deal. What do you think,
Oh,
guys?
I'm sorry. I don't know how to cook.
I'm going to totally beat you at our scallop cooking. Alright, so we're going to have 5 scallops each.
It's a challenge.
You ready for this? Yeah,
It's
it's a challenge.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to start by turning my stove on.
What are you going to win if I win?
You want to turn yours on?
I'm on already.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, for my scallops, I'm going to start with a little olive oil in the pan. Not too much, because it'll splash up and hit you. Are you going to need olive oil?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Alright. Just move it around a little bit. And,
I'm going to put some garlic on that.
Okay, you put garlic on.
And what are you going to do?
I am going to start putting my scallops in the pan. I put them
Really?
clockwise around so I can keep track of what went in first and know when to turn them. Now scallops cook fast, guys, so once they're in, keep an eye on them. Got a little bit of garlic powder and some lemon. And when you squeeze lemon, do it over your hands so you can catch the seeds. The juice will splatter, so be careful.
You put the lemon before you put it up?
I do. How do you do it?
I put it after.
Oh, well, you are from Spain. What do you do, 6? Are you trying to beat me?
I just, I like it so much, so I'm
Yeah.
going to eat one of those for sure.
Okay.
And maybe the other 4, somebody is going to eat it.
Oh, kind of hot. Be sure to turn them, and they cook really fast. How are you doing over there?
I'm doing one.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yours are definitely colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like onions a lot.
Do you?
And it's good for your heart.
Really? I bet you have a really
For your
strong
heart, for your heart.
Your heart, yeah. Well, I mean, they work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Alright.
I started doing porno, somebody told me, you need to take a lot of garlic.
Really? What does that do?
I don't know, but I eat garlic forever.
Forever. Is that what keeps you virile?
Yeah, and I think I do pretty good in my business, so
Oh, really?
maybe it has something to do, right?
Alright, well, my scallops are just about done. How are your scallops?
It's almost there.
Almost there, huh?
Almost there.
There we go. And make sure to turn off the heat when you're done.
I do like to cook really a lot of oil. Almost done. Almost done.
Not bad for your first time.
Almost done.
Almost done. Well, this is my scallop dish. This is what it looks like, finished. We'll see nachos in a minute.
Wait, I'm done.
Are you done?
Where's my pasta?
Here's your pasta.
Yeah.
Here's a fork. You have a fork?
Yeah.
I can't believe you took 6 scallops. You totally one up
make
me.
it prettier.
It's terrible.
You want to make it prettier in that plate. 5 is like missing one.
5 is missing one. You hear that? Make sure you always have 6 scallops.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to turn this off for you.
Okay.
Alright. Wow, you even arranged them.
No.
I want a little colorful decoration. I like it. Not bad.
You put that thing on. I don't know, is a chef in Spain, they always put that on.
Here.
Yeah.
Come here, I want you to taste mine.
And now... Okay, and now, what I do is to put the lemon in the
Oh,
end.
now you put the lemon.
Yeah. In the end.
Give it
I
strong
think your
taste.
scallops, I'm sorry about that, are not cooked enough.
I like sushi.
Yeah. You like sushi? Me too. Get the salt. You put the salt.
Yours are colorful.
You put the salt in the end, or you put the salt?
I put the salt on when it was in the pan.
No, so it's bad. Try it
No.
in mine.
Oh no. Mine are bad. You hear that, guys? Nacho Vidal may be taking my job. These are amazing.
What's that?
Very good.
You eat that with your
I'm
hand.
beyond impressed.
You like the lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel the salt.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't feel the salt. I think I'm gonna change my job.
You may have to.
Yeah.
Alright.
You have some dessert?
Of course I have dessert.
What do we have?
I was thinking we'd make a little Kayden pudding. What do you think?
I don't know. You show me.
Alright.
What's that pudding about?
I'll show you some Kayden pudding.
That's a Kayden pudding?
This is Kayden pudding.
And how we eat that thing?
You have to mix it up.